Certain number of persons sits, that is wrong, grammatically wrong. Actually that should be certain number of persons sits is wrong. Certain number of persons sit only. Okay, when subject is plural, verbs should be singular. In the basic grammar rules we have learnt that one. Anyway, I need to teach grammar to my admin people now. Okay, so anyway, just go for this one. Now, certain number of persons sit around a circular table facing towards the center. All are facing the center. Next, two persons sit between A and C and so on. They have given some data. I told you the technique. Wait for such information where some definite clue is there. Till you get that definite clue information, keep all the information in the rough work, and even in the rough work also try to combine one clue with the other to bring out the hidden data. This is the normal practice. In our basic questions I made it very clear to you. Okay, now since it is a circle, let's take the circle. In seating arrangement basic classes, what I told you, if even number of persons are there, don't take circle, go by the lines. If odd number of persons are there, take circle. Here you don't know how many persons are there, so it's better to start with the circle only. I'm just starting with the circle. This is going to be my fair work, circle, and I'm just keeping this like place for rough work. Okay, the first information they have given, two persons sit between A and F. Obviously, I cannot start the question with this information because there is no conformity at all. I'm just keeping in this way, two persons between A and F. A 1 to F or F 1 to A. Even though it is a circle, doesn't matter. You just write the data horizontally. This is right side, this is left side. Next, C sits fourth to the right of E. Now you see, a little conformed information. At least I can start the question with this because C sits fourth to the right of E. That means C's place is depending upon that of E's. If you place E somewhere on the chart, based on E you can go for C's place. So C sits fourth to the right of E. I am taking E somewhere here. I am taking E somewhere. Anyway, you have to start like this only. So C sits fourth to the right of E. Fourth to the right of E means first, second, third, fourth. This should be C's. That's on the right side because E is facing the center. This is right side, this is left side. Now go for the connectivity A and F. No, here they talked about E and C. The clue is based on A and F. No connectivity, keep it aside. Go for the next information. F sits immediate left of E. Now the connection is there. It's a simple question, students. F sits immediate left side of E. So this is F, immediate left of E. Then where shall I keep A now? Between A and F, two persons should be there, either on the right side of F or left side of F. We don't know. That means 1 to it can be A or 1 to A can be here. Wait for some information. Okay, right. Go for the next information here. Two persons sit between C and D. Now you see two persons sit between T and D. Again the same thing here. So two persons between C and D. 1, 2, it can be D. Or 1, 2, it can be D. Wait for that one. Next, two persons sit between C and D. D does not sit adjacent to T, adjacent to E. What do you mean by adjacent? I told you in the previous classes, right? Suppose you are here. Immediately one person, if he is there on the right side of you, both of you are adjacent to each other. Left side one person is there, both of you are adjacent to each other, side by side. Okay, so now here D does not sit adjacent to E. This place should not be given to D. But very clearly they have given two persons sit between C and D. This is C, 1 to D, one of the places. But D and D should not be adjacent to each other. That means D can never be be adjusted to the left side of C, but it should be on the right side. So now here two persons are over and it can be taken as T. Okay, two persons D because D and E are not adjacent to each other. Take the next information, students. Here next one is G sits fifth to the right of D and adjacent to A. What do you mean by adjacent to A? A and G should be on the side by side places and G's place is depending upon that of D's. So D for Delhi. D is already fixed. Now I need to place G based on D by considering A's place also now. Now A's place is depending upon that of F's. Think intelligently here. You have to take all the possibilities into consideration. It's a small question, students, but a very good question for your practice. Now I'm going for this one. So G is fifth to the right of D, means D is facing center. This is right, this is left. You know that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can place G here. But think it over. Is it the only place for G here? Or is there any other possibility also? Think a little while. Yes, of course, yes. Because G's and G, they have given connection between G and A also. A must be adjacent to G. Adjacent to G means A can be here, okay, on the left side of G or on the right side of G. Now A's place is based on that of F. Now between A and F there should be two persons. Now you see, students, temporarily you keep G here. Remember that place. Then finally place A based on F, then take connection between A and G. The question will be finished. Okay, how is that? Now you see, this is F. Okay, where shall I keep A? After two persons, 1, 2, it can be A. Okay, R here after two places, that can be A. So here many possibilities are there. Now what if I keep A here? What is the place of G in that case? Suppose if you keep A here, G must be either here or here. That means if you keep G here, D should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to the left of G. Now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places to the left of G. Or if you keep G here, D will be somewhere here. That means if you want to keep the place of G conformly, definitely that is depending upon A's place. Because A's is already connected with F. Now search for any other clue so that I can confirm the place of G. As of now, for a while, keep G here only, and possible places are these two also. Go for the next information. They have given the clarity here itself. What is that one? Neither E nor C sits adjacent to G. Neither E nor C sits adjacent to G. That means G cannot be side by side person of C or cannot be side by side person of E. So very clearly, according to this information, I can negate this place for G and this place for G. These two places are not suitable for G. That means my conclusion is that G should be on the left side of F only. It cannot come on the right side of F. Is this point clear for all of you, students? Before placing the places, you need to take all the possibilities into consideration. You must have observed one thing. I started with one possibility only. I have not taken the second possibility like how we did for some difficult, high difficulty level questions. For this type of questions, no need to go for the second possibility. Keeping in one possibility, being in one possibility only, you can visualize the things here. Okay, so finally, I found out that F's place is here. Of course, E's is here. After 3 persons C, after 2 persons D on the right side of C. Then on the right side of D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth place is G's. Now I need to go for A's place. So clearly there was a possibility for A here. If A is here, G must be here or here. But in the next information, they have given that neither E nor C sits adjacent to G. So G's place is cancelled. G cannot be here. G cannot be here. When G's place is cancelled and G should be adjacent to A, G and A should be side by side. So A's place is cancelled here. But one thing is sure that between F and A there should be two persons. That means A cannot be on the right side of F. A must be on the left side of F. And moreover, G and A should be adjacent to each other. Now I hope you got the point here. We have visualized that one. That's it. Now here, between F and A, there should be two persons and A and G should be adjacent to each other. what are the places. How to take this one? Here also not only one place, but I am getting two places for A. What are the two places, students? You can take in this way. This is F. Between G and F I am taking one person here. Right? Then between A and F there should be two persons. I count in this way. This is one person, this is second person. I may go for A here. Think it over. What if I keep A in this way? Is it the right arrangement or not? If you feel it is right arrangement according to all the clues, I can stop here itself. If not, I need to go for the next possibility. What is the next possibility? Instead of taking one person between G and A, straight away I must take two persons between this one, or maybe other possibility also, right? Let's check this one first, then we will go for the next possibility. Okay, how is that one? See here, if this is the case, the last information they have given, number of persons around the table is not a prime number. Suppose if you keep in this way, students, all the conditions are fulfilled. Now count the number of persons. I'm starting with A here. I'll go around here in the clockwise direction. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15 up to G. 15 is not a prime number. So obviously you can get this arrangement. Okay. So in the examination, you can stop here itself. Just for our understanding, we will go for one more step. What is that one more step? What if I won't keep A here? If I won't keep A here, where shall I keep A? If you won't keep A here, what is to be left out? I'll just take this information, whatever we kept. Okay. This one. Okay. Right. So this is the scenario. Now between F and A there should be two persons and A and G should be adjacent to each other. One time I have taken A on the left of G. Now I am taking A on the right of G. What if I keep in this way? If this is the case, between A and F, two persons should be there. Alright, now all the conditions are fulfilled, but last one should be checked one more time. This is for your sake. Here number of persons should be around the table should be a prime number. Now I am counting with G. Clockwise direction. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17. So if you keep A on the right side of G, number of persons is coming to 17. 17 is a prime number and clearly they have given around the circle the number of persons should not be a prime number. So for that reason, students, I cannot keep A to the right of G. That must be on the left only. So what are we have done? I'm just removing this one. Okay, right. So now here I must keep A here. Now between F and A there should be two persons. I am taking one person here. Right? For better sake, count one more time. I'm counting from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Absolutely correct. You have to do this one in this way in the examination and even your practice purpose also. See students, my advice is as far as possible confined to one arrangement only. If it is inevitable, it is compulsion, definitely if you have to go, because if many conditions are there based on the second possibility also, you need to go for second possibility. There is no other way. Alright, in that case, take the second possibility. Generally, most of the questions, 90% of the questions in nowadays competitive exams as far as latest pattern is concerned, you need to go for the second possibility. Nothing wrong in going for second possibility as long as you are doing the question within the stipulated time. If you take the second possibility and go on doing that one, or third possibility, fourth possibility, unnecessarily killing the time in the examination. Don't do in that way. Your practice session should be fruitful. Now you see how I have done this one. Only one possibility I have taken. Quickly I went with the data and finally this is the arrangement. All are facing center. Now total how many persons are there means 15 persons are there. This is how exactly you need to go for this one. I hope the students who are there in our Telegram channel must have done this one, and the reasonable timing for this one is 1.5 to 2 minutes. Of course, beginners can take more than that one. Hope you got the idea. See students, how we do. This channel will continue. I'm going to give free classes in this one, don't worry. And today we are going to post one more question, and some students are asking, sir, you're posting all puzzle and seating arrangement questions only. Just change that one, give us some other questions. Don't worry, we'll give that one. So mostly today we are going to give some arithmetic questions or questions from some of the chapters from the reasoning part. And I request all of you, just intimate your friends also, tell your friends also that we are giving some free classes. And the students who are watching this one as free classes, if you want to join the course, you please visit our website chakravartisir.com or download our mobile app Chakravarti e-classroom, new app from the Google Play Store, and watch some free videos in the course and watch some free videos from YouTube. Only then you join the course. For your future only, I'm committed here to give you the best, like whatever I know, I'm going to transfer everything to you. Okay, right. I wish you all the best, students. Thank you very much.